integration, incorporation, and working together as a solidified unit. And that's what LOC is. My name is Napoleon Griffin. I am from Austin, Texas, and I am with Look of Change and Chinook Performance Racing and Texas Rowing Center. Look of Change is about moving forward. If you don't change things, it will always stay the same. And the problem is, what we had in the past is not what we need to have in the future or the present. And in order to have some change, you have to have somebody who's bold enough to make that change. And I was fortunate enough to connect myself with people who are like-minded and want to see the sport progress. Every one of us who are in this sport, who are part of this team, have some type of scar from something that has happened to us in the world of rowing. But we're bold enough to speak against it. We're bold enough to push forward, and we're bold enough to work together in order so in the future, those who are coming after us, those who are with us right now, don't have to experience those same things. Because if you do not speak against it, you don't talk about it, and you don't push forward for a change, it will never happen. And so that's why the name Look of Change is so important, because this is the look of change. It's happening right now. And we exemplify what the look of change is about, because we are that. We are the look of change. Look of Change came about, I am a mega UT women's rowing fan. Hook 'em horns. And I'm just so proud of them and seeing the effort and the drive. And I was at the Head of the Charles in 2023. And a young lady comes up to me in all of her UW gear and says, "Hi, Napoleon." And we had a conversation. And Trinity. And she says all these nice things to me. And while we're having this conversation, an idea came to me. Why not create a women's rowing team and have them wear their collegiate uniforms to show where they can go and to show this to other young ladies that there's a possibility here for other young ladies who look like them, because you're not always asked. You're overlooked or not even considered because it's not something that minorities always consider, but there's a place for you. And so sometimes you have to be given an invitation, and once you're given an invitation, you jump on it. And so it was right in front of me. And Haley Easterly, who rows for UT, and she's just like Trinity. They exemplify exactly what I wanted to create. And so I sent Trinity a text, I think about 3 days after the Charles. I said, "What do you think about this?" She said, "I'm all for it. Let's do it." And I got to work. And I started just November 3rd is when I started putting the ball into motion. And by January, we were full steam. Look of Change, the uniform, Tracy sent me a silhouette of a young woman with locks. Because we don't say dreadlocks, it's locks, because they're not dreadful, they're beautiful. They represent strength. And you know, if you talk about something biblical, they always talk about a woman's hair is her glory. And so I see this woman with these beautiful locks. She looked like Tracy in so many ways. Why not add a young man who has locks? But then we have our heads thrown back together and they're intertwined and working together. So they are locked together. And when you have two that are together, it's stronger than one. And so when you put that look of change on the bottom and you have it exemplified and highlighted and magnified, it shows that this is the look of change. This is what we are, and we're working together as a unit. And so the colors exemplify the red, black, and green, the history of the Black American flag. The green being the prosperity, black being your unity, and of course your yellow being your wealth. That's the additional color that is added, but it's not in the flag itself.